Sweet Potato Friday. No, I'm not kidding. We're not going to plant them in the garden, but we are going to plant them.
No, that's a sweet potato hill.
But after a couple of days of dense fog and drizzle and more rain, let's take a look and see what the garden's doing. Our kale plant's doing fine. Swiss chard made it through. I'd taken most of the big leaves off of these kale. That beet bounced back, no problem. The bok choy got crushed by the plastic. And that Swiss chard's looking okay. Just like I thought, the sprigs of lettuce are starting to turn green. Where the taller leaf froze, right in the center, is coming back fine. Got one over there coming back fine. We got spinach seedlings that made it through that polar vortex just fine. And that spinach is doing fantastic. I think that cabbage was a little too close to the sidewall, and I think we've lost part of that. The center of these beets are doing okay. Some of the turnips still look a little beat, but not too bad. And that spinach is doing great. Let's see if anything's happening underneath the glass. Even with all the cold, we've got sprouts. Extreme gardening at its best. And even the Swiss chard under the ladder is good and green down in the center. Those tall leaves did freeze down, but it didn't kill those plants. You can do this too. Let's go on inside where it's dry, and we'll look at the sweet potatoes. I hope you've been cutting the tops off and putting them in water. I'll show you what we did. I've been asked a lot of questions about starting slips. Just sitting on the counter, they just start to grow. And as we've been eating them, we cut them off about here and just put them in this little bowl of water and let them go ahead and mature out a little bit. Our orange ones are coming on, but they take a little longer. Now, as we get them up about this size, go ahead and peel those off, and then we put them in a glass of water by themselves and let them continue rooting. And you can see they've got a really nice root ball on there. What I found is this tray, I think you put it by the door and put wet shoes and boots in it. But it works really good as a pan for your containers. So all we're going to do is I pre-filled these because I make a mess. I don't want to get yelled at, so I'm going to put a little bit of this soil over here and we'll backfill as we need to. But these, you just tease these apart a little bit. We've got three nice ones right here, it looks like. You look at those roots. I'm just going to set these other two off to the side here, and we'll get those in containers. Now if you remember on a sweet potato slip, each one of these nodes will produce roots. So you don't have to worry about how deep you plant them. You get that root down in there, and you just backfill with some soil until it stands up nice. Leave enough room to water. Now we'll be doing this in the greenhouse a little later, but it's January right now, and I need the room on the counter to continue to make slips. Where I took soil out of that one, I'm able to go ahead and make an indentation, and that's all you have to do to plant your slips. So let me get a few more of these in containers. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. You want to help? You want to help? Yes, I'm here. You want to help plant sweet taters? Oh, I know. I know. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take Riley out for a walk. I'll be back here in just a minute when we finish planting these up. Now we're on our way to our long journey into getting sweet potatoes this year. So remember, cut the tops off, put them in a little bowl of water, start growing your slips, then peel your slips off of the tops, put them in another container of water, continue to root them out, and as they get a lot of roots on them, start putting them in containers. And then we'll be ready for spring. Even if you don't have anything growing in the garden, I hope you have a few things in containers up to the house. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.